Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be a rant or something else. I haven't really talked a lot about DC news in a while, pertaining to comics, mind you. But I wanted to bring this up because this brings up a subject that I feel like I should bring up, that I've wanted to bring up for a while, and this pertains to Marvel too. Alright, so at issue 35, I believe, of Batgirl, it was announced on, of all places, MTV, yes, MTV is where it was announced, that we are getting we're basically getting a new Batgirl comic. Not a new #1, but a continuation under a new creative team with Gail Simone leaving, which sucks because she was one of the few people who stayed on after the original, all the first slate of characters. She was like when she was first announced for Batgirl, she stayed on Batgirl for the longest time, probably one of the longest ones, along with I think Jeff Johns on Justice League and a small number of other people who stayed on their titles when they were first announced. Anyway, so the thing I want to talk about is that in the new creative team, Batgirl is Barbara Gordon. Keep in mind that this is Barbara Gordon. She's going to be a new, totally redone. The costume's going to have a redesign. She's going to be back in high school, and she's going to be an adventurer. Now, I'm okay with Batgirl being an adventurer-type, fun-type character. That was always her thing. That was always Barbara's shtick, was that she was the fun one of the She liked being Batgirl. She cracked jokes when she was Batgirl. She was like the glue of the team. Of the Bat family, her and Dick had a close relationship, obvious reasons. Her and Tim got along swimmingly, and she managed to talk some sense into Bruce now and then. She was, like I said, the glue of the Bat family. But that was when she was younger. She's almost in her mid-20s now, and still. And I know in Gail Simone's run, she addresses that. Yeah, I'm still calling myself Batgirl, even though I can walk again. But with this right here is Batgirl in high school. And they still say it's Barbara Gordon. What? Batgirl's in her 20s now. What? Or is she just is it going to be like that Rodney Dangerfield film, where that movie Back to College? Is it going to be like that, only with high school? Fuck if I know, but I don't mind the costume. In fact, if anything, it actually looks closer to her original pre-52 costume, which I'm okay with. The thing that confuses me is that why are we de-aging Batgirl and, letting her take selfies and, this cover right here, this picture right here, says everything of what you're getting with this new Batgirl. And I'd be fine with that. I honestly would be fine with Barbara doing these kind of things if she was younger. This is kind of the thing, and Marvel's guilty of doing this to Spider-Man too, is that they're never going to let these characters grow older. That's kind of the sad truth of it all, is that they're never going to let these characters get older. Gail Simone was doing that, and then she's now leaving the book, sadly. So, with this, I don't really understand why make her... Is she still in her 20s, or are they saying, oh, nope, that never happened, and we're going to say such and such happened, because New 52 reasons, because New 52. Fuck. I don't know, because again, I'm not really putting all the... I'm also... This is kind of aimed at what Marvel does with Spider-Man as well, is that they don't let, their characters get older and more mature, even though they've been doing this for what? Spider-Man just is now celebrating his 50th anniversary. Well, a year ago, he was celebrating his 50th anniversary, or the year previous. God, I can't keep track of time. But yeah, it just kind of confuses me that, I'm totally hip with Batgirl being a young adventurer type in high school, but again, that brings up the point of, when she was younger, that was kind of her thing when she was in her, when she was just starting out, was this fun adventurer type. But now that she's in her 20s, that doesn't really... Why is she even in high school? Again, I gotta bring up, why is she in high school? I don't know. again, I'm not necessarily mad. I'm not mad at all about this because I don't really read the New 52. I mean, yeah, I have read, some really good stuff like I, Vampire and, Frankenstein Agents of Shade. May those titles rest in peace. And also Jeff Johns' Aquaman, holla. But there are some titles that just make me go, ugh. Like Scott Lindell's Red Hood and the Outlaws, and a few others to name. But the thing is that I'm not mad, and I'm not saying, oh, you're dumb if you're reading this. No, I'm not. If you want to read it, that's totally fine. If anything, I'm confused by this. I really am. I'm just really... Just like, how are they going to say, like, oh, stuff happened, now she's younger, or what? I don't get it. Because it is Barbara Gordon. I'd be totally fine if it was like Stephanie Brown. This would have worked great for Stephanie Brown. Absolutely. Like, I'd have been like, oh, she's in high school and still trying to keep her secret identity safe while having fun adventures? Shit, yeah. All you need is her in the New 52. Wait, she is in the New 52, but back as spoiler. But I'd have been totally fine if it was Stephanie Brown. But again, it's Barbara, and she's older. We know this. And again, I like the costume and I like the concept. It's just that one thing that confuses me. It just befuddles me. And that's there's a word I'd hardly ever use, befuddle. Anyway, I'm not trying to sound like an angry douchebag here. I'm just trying to... If someone knows more than this for me, please explain it. Also, of all the places this got announced, MTV, really? Really? When's the last time MTV gave a fuck about comics? Anyway, so I know I'm not going to read it. I just wanted to share this with you, and because again, I know this is going to devolve into an angry rant, and I didn't want that to begin with. I'm just saying that I feel like it's another step back for the character of Barbara Gordon. When we saw her progress from being the young adventurer type as Batgirl all the way to becoming Oracle, where she was almost like the hive mind for the Justice League. She was pretty much for the go-to info girl for the entire Justice League and almost every superhero in the universe. So it just feels like another great step back to me for the character of Barbara Gordon, similar to how, what Marvel does with Spider-Man and several other of their characters. That's pretty much the sad truth of it all. Again, I didn't want to make this an angry rant, and if you want to pick up this title, that's totally fine. No ill will against you. I'm not saying, you're an idiot for reading this. I'm not. But me personally, I just feel like I'm confused. That's what I'm trying to get across in this video. Anyway, once again, I'm going to stop myself before this becomes just a mindless rant. And yeah, anyway, guys, if you guys know more than I do about this, please enlighten me, because I have no frickin' clue. Anyway, what was I going to say? I think that it's just weird. That's pretty much it. But anyway, once again, what do you guys think of this new title for Batgirl? What do you think of the new Batgirl costume? I actually think it looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty cool for, like, younger Batgirl. But yeah, anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.